Hello, I'm Melissa, and I'm a student at the University of West Florida studying theater and advertising. I chose this major because it's something that I've done for my entire life. Literally at the start of 5, I started acting, and I've been in a play every year since, and it's basically my passion in my life. And advertising is just kind of my backup plan in case everything falls through. If you're looking to get a theater degree, there are a lot of theater-related classes you have to take beyond your general studies. For me, I took lots of classes studying acting, dance, directing, singing, technical design, scene study. You can expect learning about dialects. You can learn about plays. You have a lot of theater history, script analysis. And if you go to a generalized program, you definitely have to expect learning a lot about technical theater, even if that's not your main area of focus. But that's really good for rounding you out as a person, and you definitely develop a lot of respect for technicians when you realize how hard technical design and everything involving that is. Other classes that you might expect definitely should take, as much as you think you may not want to, history of theater. At any school, if you can take that, even if you decide not to major in theater, if you can take history of theater, it's so incredible what you can learn about where theaters come from. And if you really love acting or really love theater, you should know where you're coming from. Script analysis is always good to be able to understand the character, the story, look deeper into the plot than what's at face value. Your acting classes will be very fun, but should be a lot of work. You can expect to do scenes, dialects, monologues, study Stanislavski, study Viola Spolin, study improvisation, lots of things. It's so fun. I can't even mention it all here. But it is a lot of work. You shouldn't expect to come in and just get an easy A and have fun in your acting classes. If you decide to take any musical theater classes with singing, you would be assigned with your own vocal coach, meet with him or her once a week, and then go to your class and perform what you're learning and watch the other students perform what they're learning. It's really incredible. Singing's not exactly my forte, but I'm really glad I took voice classes because I learned so much, and reading music is really important. And you never know for even a straight acting gig when you may need to be able to sing. Dance classes are also incredibly beneficial for actors. With voice and movement classes, they delve into movement a little bit, but nothing helps you learn to control your body more on stage than taking dance. Even if you're not exactly good at dancing or you don't enjoy it, it's something you should at least try and take to get better control over your body. So on stage you don't have that awkward moment of what do I do with my hands, or what do I do with this, or how do I move over there. It just comes to you more naturally. Definitely, if you can, I would suggest if they give you a choice with technical theater classes, pick which you think would be most challenging and most fun for you. I went into the costuming route because that's so fun. I love stage makeup. I took a stage makeup class, absolutely amazing. And that is something every actor should absolutely take. You're not always going to have a makeup artist for you, and you need to be able to know how to do your own makeup. It's really exciting. You learn so much from it. Costuming is also amazing. I've done a lot of work. I'm not very good at it with sewing, but I've learned how to sew buttons. I've done a lot of ironing, and it really gives you even more respect, like I mentioned earlier, for all the work that goes into a show. But there's also lighting, there's sound design, there's the actual scene building. There's so many different options for your technical theater study. Just make sure it's one you think that you'd be interested in if you're given a choice. For acting, you should definitely also expect your classes to have a lot of deadlines, and you're going to think that you may be able to, slough it off. Your acting teacher probably seems really nice. Like my acting professor here, he seems really relaxed and everything, but you definitely need to make sure you have everything done on time. You have to be memorized. You must get ready to memorize. You're going to have to memorize a lot. A lot of people say that's the hardest part of acting. I beg to differ, but you have to be ready to memorize. Shakespeare, Moliere, ancient Greek, contemporary plays, all of it, you have to be ready to memorize. Speaking of classical theater, that's something else you can definitely expect to learn at a theater program anywhere. All of your theater classes should discuss the different styles of acting, from ancient Greece to Shakespeare to Moliere, all of which may seem scary at first, but they are incredible and so much fun. The best shows I've ever done were either Shakespeare or Moliere, and I thought that I was going to be awful in them. So it's really hard work, but it really pays off. My favorite part of being in a university theater program was definitely the ability to be in the shows. A lot of times when you go for community theater, professional theater, you're not going to get a whole lot of opportunities to perform. Even if you're incredibly talented, you're not going to be right for every part you audition for. But at a university, you're able to do parts that you thought you would never get a chance to perform, do plays and styles that you thought you would never be able to do, and that's definitely my favorite part, the shows that I was in, working with the directors, my fellow actors. I learned more from those shows alone than so much of the other classes I've taken. Being in a show and actually working hands-on, that's definitely the best experience for being in a theater major. Advice I would give students looking into either going to a college degree or going straight on to professional world, or what major to choose, I would say if you feel like this is your passion and this is absolutely what you want to do 100%, then that should be your major. Granted, your parents or other peers may not be exactly happy with that decision. So if you get forced into doing a major that isn't your passion, there are other options available to you. Over the summer, I studied in New York for 6 weeks at an acting intensive at the Ward Acting Studio, studying Meisner acting technique. It was unbelievable, an absolutely life-changing experience, the hardest thing I've ever done. It was so difficult. It was classes from 9:30 in the morning to 6:30 at night, all day, 4 days a week, no breaks. I mean, it was hard work. You had to meet deadlines, you had to be able to memorize instantly, and you're in the city. You're just thrust into it without any other distractions. That's an incredible experience. So even if you're unable to major in theater, or if you're unable to even go to college, or you have to go to a community college, I think you should absolutely try and do some sort of intensive study program if you're really passionate about theater. They have some in London, Chicago, New York. There's programs in Australia. Just find one that seems to be a good fit for you. The one I found was perfect for me. Very challenging, which is what I like. Any other advice I would say when looking at your university program or looking at the university itself to pick, I would try to talk to as many students who are in that major or at that university as you can. Try to get to know them, ask them questions, see if this program is really a good fit for you, because if you're going to college, that's at least 4 years of your life and a lot of money, a lot of time and effort. You want to be happy and you want it to be a great experience for you. So make sure you get a good feel from both the professors and the student body, because you'd be surprised how much you learn from your fellow students as you do your professors. I think if you want to teach at all in your life, I think you should absolutely pursue college as a choice. If you feel like maybe later in life I want to teach, even if it's not right now, college is absolutely something you need to be able to teach. And you can always audition professionally, and you can always leave school and come back. Or if you're ready right out of high school and you just want to work professionally, you can try and go, but make sure you have the maturity and the experience necessary, because the real world is scary, and without college helping you prepare for that, it can be a little bit scary. Something you should definitely be prepared for with work within college, any acting program, is people may, joke around saying theater is so easy, but it really isn't. If you take it seriously and it's your love and your craft, you enjoy it, but it's a lot of hard work. So be prepared for that. And if that isn't what you're interested in, if theater is just a side little fun project for you, maybe pick a different major. But if you're ready for the hard, challenging work that comes with it, and you're ready to be serious about either your acting, your singing, your technical design, stage makeup design, whatever it is you love about theater, if it's really your passion and there's nothing else in the world that you want to do except for that, absolutely go and study it, and study as much as you can. Try to learn everything you can from everyone. This isn't a time to slough off. It may seem like a fun time to party, that this is the best time to absorb the knowledge that you can. Read plays every week, try to get as many monologue suggestions from your professors as you can, learn as much as you can. You're paying money for school, you should really get the best out of it.